Hadiza Shagari, the wife of late Nigerian former president Shehu Shagari, has died after battling COVID-19 complications. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, a chief magistrate court in Yola, Adamawa State, has convicted and sentenced a businessman, Ali Yakubu Numan, to 2.5 years in jail for calling the state governor, Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, father of all thieves. Magistrate Jafet Bassani gave the judgment on Wednesday, giving Numan an option of 50,000 naira fine for using abusive language against the governor. The businessman was also sentenced to 6 months imprisonment without option of fine for disturbance of public peace. It was gathered that Numan had on the 11th, 12th, 13th, 17th, 20th and 29th of July 2021 written and published insulting statements in Hausa and Fulfulde languages on his Facebook page against the governor. He described Governor Fintiri in the publication as a thief and father of all thieves in Nigeria who stole indomie, spaghetti and hundreds of billions of naira from state coffers. At number 9, about 11 kidnapped victims have escaped from bandits camps in the outskirts of Sabon Birni town, Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. The Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, announced this on Thursday. He said ongoing security operations in the state dislodged many of the bandits' camps, which enabled the hostages to escape. The commissioner noted that careful checks revealed that the 11 hostages are a mix of those kidnapped from Dombin Rauga, Zaria Council, and also along the Kaduna-Zaria Highway. It was gathered that the families of those kidnapped at Dombin Rauga had collectively paid a ransom of 3 million naira, but the bandits reneged on the agreement to release the captives, insisting that 2 motorcycles must be included in the ransom deal. At number 8, President of Madagascar, Andry Rajoelina, has sacked all his ministers over alleged poor performance. The dismissals were announced in a statement issued on Wednesday by Rajoelina's office. Although the statement did not state the reason for the sack, the development is coming days after the president criticized some of the ministers' performances, saying they were below par, and weeks after officials said they had thwarted a plot to kill the former coup leader. Recall that last week, a senior prosecutor said Madagascar had arrested 21 more suspects, including 12 military personnel, in connection with a plot to assassinate Rajoelina and topple the government. At number 7, the Federal Executive Council has approved $2.52 million and 498.2 million naira for 4 projects in the country's Ministry of Power. Saleh Maman, the Minister of Power, announced the contracts while addressing State House correspondents after the weekly virtual meeting of the Council, presided over by Vice President Yemi Osibanjo in Abuja on Wednesday. Maman said FEC made 3 approvals, one for the supply and installation of motorized portable hydraulic compressor for the Transmission Company of Nigeria. The second was for the supply and delivery of 3 sets of online partial discharge measurement and monitoring equipment for the TCN. And the third was the award of the contract for the repairs of 100 MVA and 4 sets of 60 MVA 132/33 power transformers for TCN. At number 6, the National Assembly has approved extra-budgetary funding for the military to acquire counter-improvised explosive devices, intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition, reconnaissance communication, and other equipment to enhance its firepower. Senate President Ahmed Lawan made this known at the graduation dinner of the National Defense College COAS 29 participants on Wednesday in Abuja. Lawan, who was represented at the event by the Chairman Senate Committee on Defense, Aliyu Wamako, assured that the federal government will continue to reform not only the armed forces, but also the institutions and departments that serve them by engaging a culture of creativity and intelligence risk-taking. At number 5, members of the National Youth Service Corps have replaced striking resident doctors in the Federal Medical Center, Yola, and other hospitals in Adamawa State. Recall that on August 2, 2021, the National Association of Resident Doctors directed its members across the country to embark on a total strike. After close monitoring, it was gathered that some hospitals in Yola had corps members offering skeletal services to patients with emergencies. The NYSC doctors and other senior medical officers also attended to patients with emergency cases. At number 4, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have arrested 3 armed bandits identified as Shehu, Tukuru Muhammad and Ibrahim Suleiman while on an attack mission in Katsina State. The bandits were arrested with 3 AK-47 rifles among other dangerous items. This was disclosed in a statement by the NDLEA Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, on Thursday, August 12th. The statement also revealed the arrest of one Celestine Chidiebere Christian, a heavy weapon manufacturer with a high-caliber G3 rifle, along with 78 rounds of live ammunition of 7.62mm caliber and 5 empty shells of same in Benue State, while trying to move the heavy weapon and ammunition to Jos, Plateau State. Babafemi said the arrests and seizures were made at NDLEA checkpoints in the two states, where narcotic officers stop and search vehicles for illicit drugs. At number 3, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has again vowed to deal decisively with bandits, unknown gunmen, and Boko Haram insurgents terrorizing the country with his repositioning of the army. Yahaya's assurance was contained in a statement released by the Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, on Thursday in Abuja. The Chief of Army Staff spoke at the 2nd Senior Command and Leadership Seminar in Kaduna State, stating that the Army will be better positioned to deal decisively with all adversaries behind the threats to the country's internal security. The Army Chief charged general officers commanding and brigade commanders to devise multidimensional, multidisciplinary and multifaceted approaches to defeat all adversaries and challenges. At number 2, the federal government has said that it may resort to total lockdown as its last strategy to contain the spread of the Delta variant of COVID-19 in the country. The Minister of Health, Dr. Osage Ehanire, stated this during the weekly ministerial briefing of the Presidential Communication Team in Abuja. He cited the extreme effects of lockdowns on the economy and everyday life and also assured Nigerians that the new variant of the virus does not pose the sort of threat that might warrant a lockdown of any form. According to him, rather than imposing total lockdowns as seen at the onset of the outbreak, the federal government would rather employ precision lockdowns on specific areas of the country under threat. Ehanire also revealed that apart from the vaccines sourced free of charge, Nigeria has paid for about 30 million doses of Johnson & Johnson doses. Finally, at number 1, Hadiza Shagari, the wife of late Nigerian former President Shehu Shagari, has died after battling COVID-19 complications. Her death was made public in a statement shared on Facebook by a grandson of the late former President, Bello Shagari. The statement revealed the late First Lady died at about 3 a.m. on Thursday, August 12th, at the Gwagwalada Isolation Center in Abuja. The funeral prayer of Hadiza Shagari, who died at the age of 80, was conducted at the National Mosque at 4 p.m. on Thursday. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.